Build a startup, they said. It will be fun, they said. But what no one tells you is the brutal truth about building a successful startup. I've coached over 50 startups and built 2 startups myself, and I can tell you, if you don't know these challenges, you won't make it. In this video, I will show you the 5 challenges every founder faces, and more importantly, how you can overcome them. Make sure you stay till the end, because I've got an amazing bonus tip for you that could save your startup. Let's dive right in. When I started my first startup, I always envisioned having this great team with great people. We would build this amazing product and watch our startup thrive. But here's the reality. In the beginning, you have to do everything yourself. You don't have a team. Sales, marketing, product development, it's all on you. And I've been there. There were countless lonely nights working on my dream without anyone by my side. And I can tell you, it can really feel isolating and overwhelming. So how do you deal with it? From my experience, the best way to deal with this isolation and feeling of being overwhelmed is to connect with like-minded people, founders like you. So I used to go to a lot of meetups and just connect with other people and talk with them about business and learn from their startup journey. That's the best way to stay sane and motivated on this journey. Guess what? Startups are not all sunshine and venture capital. You're not going to publish your product and have millions of users right away. You won't have investors lining up, begging to fund you. That's not how it works. Instead, you will have rejections. You will hear no a lot of times. You will have setbacks. And this will happen pretty much every day. And that's where resilience comes in. Here's how I practice resilience. When things get tough, I always remind myself I can handle any problem that comes my way. And this is a great way to remind myself to not be afraid of new problems. Because in the end, I can solve it anyway. But hey, here's a pro tip to help you build your resilience. I've been using it for over 15 years and it helped me get through tough times. Whenever I feel like giving up, whenever things get really tough, I listen to motivational speeches. You can find tons of great ones on YouTube, and it always helps me to regain my focus and stay motivated, even when things feel impossible. So I want you to take a second and really think about it. What helps you stay motivated in tough times? What helps you build your resilience? It could be friends, family, or exercise. Whatever it is, I would love to hear it in the comments below. Every founder I have worked with, even the most successful ones, the ones who made millions, doubted themselves at some point. That's completely normal. I remember lying awake at night thinking, can I really do this? Is my idea good enough? Should I rather go for a safe, normal job? These negative thoughts can kill your vision, but there's a great way to fight those negative thoughts. Remember why you started. Think about it. What is your ultimate goal? What's driving you to build your startup? I know there's a bigger reason behind your plans, dreams, and ideas. It's not just about having a profitable startup just for the sake of it. Maybe you want to gain financial freedom, prove it to yourself that you can really do it, or build something that supports your family. So I wrote down my vision, the reason I started this journey, and I wrote it down on a big piece of paper and put it on my wall. It reminds me to keep going. And I challenge you to do the same. Write down your why and put it somewhere where you can see it every day. And every time you doubt yourself, read it. Before we continue, I quickly want to share something with you that will help you on your startup journey. My Startup Success Bundle. I've distilled everything I know from coaching over 50 startups and billion-dollar companies worldwide. It's a clear step-by-step system that will help you build the profitable, scalable startup you love. Packed with proven worksheets, guides, and templates. So check out the first link in the description below and get your Startup Success Bundle right now. Let's get back to the episode. One of the biggest challenges every startup founder faces is that there is no boss. No one is telling you what to do. There is no clear roadmap. You are responsible for every decision. and that can feel scary. Do you want to sleep in or take 6 months off? Sure, why not? Well, because your startup will fail. So you have to be very disciplined and do the work even when you don't feel like it. But here is a great solution, especially if you don't know the right way. Find a mentor, someone you look up to and admire for their achievements. To be honest, for me it was pretty hard to find a mentor in real life, because I didn't have that one person to look up to. So I found some mentors online. And it's not like you need a one-on-one coach. I joined masterminds and watched YouTube videos of people who were where I wanted to be. I think that's a great way to learn and get some direction on where to go. Okay, now I'm going to show you the biggest danger of all. I've seen so many founders build their startup like this. Working late nights, skipping meals, not taking vacations, neglecting friends and family. I was one of them. But guess what? It doesn't make you a better founder. In fact, it makes you a worse one. Because building your startup is a marathon, it's not a sprint. So if you give 200% every day, you will burn out. So how do you do this? Well, you have to set some limits and take breaks here and now. Here is a great framework to do that. It's called the 80-20 rule. It says that 80% of your results come from 20% of your effort. Sounds crazy, right? But it basically means that not everything you do in your startup is important. Some tasks are important, while others just drain your energy without moving the needle. And when I first learned about this, it changed everything. I mean, instead of working longer hours, I started working smarter. I focused on the 20% that really moves the needle for my startup. So I analyzed my daily tasks and asked myself, what are the 20% of activities that actually grow my startup? For me, it was creating valuable content, talking to customers, refining my offer and building a personal brand. That's where I focused my time. I stopped spending hours making my website pixel perfect or looking for the best font. That's just a waste of time. So think about it. Look at your calendar and daily tasks and highlight the ones that really impact the success of your startup. That's where you need to focus. Now here is the bonus tip I promised you. What I have learned from working in this startup industry for over 10 years is that your mindset is everything. I once heard this quote from Henry Ford: whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. And I think that's absolutely true. If your mindset is weak, you cannot build a successful startup. You will give up after hearing the first no. But if your mindset is strong, you can survive everything. So even when I'm not yet where I want to be, I remind myself every single day, I'll believe I get there, no matter how tough it gets. And you should too, because I really believe if you have this fire in you, this drive in you, you can build the successful startup of your dreams. These are the 5 challenges every founder faces. And now you know how you can overcome these. But these strategies are useless if you don't know the key strategies to building a successful startup. So check out this video where I will break down 10 pro tips that will set you up for startup success. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more pro tips and powerful frameworks on how to build a successful startup. I'll see you in the next episode real soon. Bye bye.